And on CSI, there is no distinction made between historical science and observational science. These are constructs unique to Mr. Ham. We don't normally have these anywhere in the world except here.
Bill Nye's statement is both irrelevant and false. It's irrelevant because even if Ken Ham were the only person in the world who made this distinction, the distinction would still be valid. It's not an argument from authority or from popularity. The second problem with Bill Nye's statement is that it is false.
These are constructs unique to Mr. Ham. We don't normally have these anywhere in the world except here.
As the biologist and atheist Ernst Mayr said, for example, Darwin introduced historicity into science. Evolutionary biology, in contrast with physics and chemistry, is a historical science. The evolutionist attempts to explain events and processes that have already taken place. Laws and experiments are inappropriate techniques for the explication of such events and processes. Instead, one constructs a historical narrative consisting of a tentative reconstruction of the particular scenario that led to the events one is trying to explain.
When you go to a crime scene and find evidence, you have clues about the past. And you trust those clues and you embrace them and you move forward to convict somebody.
Bill Nye just admitted that you find clues about the past. He has to admit that it's at least theoretically possible for circumstantial evidence at a crime scene to be interpreted in different ways, especially if one starts with different starting points. Bill Nye is only willing to accept natural causes for the creation of the universe. That's like a detective who finds a victim with 6 gunshot wounds, but is unwilling to accept that an intelligent agent was involved in the murder. It would be foolish to claim that only a natural cause is allowed to explain the death, and an answer must be found within those confines. Yet that's what atheists do when it comes to explaining our world. On the other hand, creationists are open to both natural causes and agent causation. We can follow the evidence where it leads. If the victim has 6 gunshot wounds in the chest, then yeah, he was probably killed by a non-natural cause, or what we call agent causation. The same is true of the universe. As a creationist, I'm open to an intelligent designer being involved in the process, and I also believe that natural processes help shape our world today. I follow the evidence where it leads, whereas naturalists like Nye only follow the evidence within the confines of an atheistic, materialistic worldview. As Kansas State University immunologist Scott Todd has said, even if all the data point to an intelligent designer, such a hypothesis is excluded from science because it is not naturalistic. So not only is Bill Nye unwilling to acknowledge the difference between observational and historical science,
there is no distinction made between historical science and observational science. These are constructs unique to Mr. Ham.
He will only accept answers which fit inside his little materialistic box. So let me ask you, who's open-minded?